Watu watutam as if tutakula kiwanja. Everything William Ruto does, Talenta Stadium. Everything anasema Talenta Stadium. Kenyans, today I'm going to explain for you in a very simple term what is happening with our stadium, or what we can call the talent for corruption stadium. Wakenya, up here, this is Abdullahi Wade or Abdullahi Wade National Stadium. It's the home for Teranga Lions, or the home of African champions, Senegalese football team. How much did it cost? $380 million, inclusive of interest and everything, which was built by the Turkish firm called Suma at the per annum interest rate of 5%. Ours, I can fully clarify what the MP for Kiharu Ndidi Nyoro said, that Talenta Stadium will cost a whooping 115 billion Kenya shillings. Kenyans, Abdullahi Wade Stadium is a 50,000-seater stadium. Talenta Stadium is 60,000-seater stadium. The Senegalese government approached the Turkish government and they triggered what we call Islamic Cooperation for International Investments and Export Credit. They got a very generous offer to borrow the money and to also pay back the same amount they are going to build for this stadium by 2035 at the per annum interest rate of 5%. Let us come to the Kenyan government. William Ruto or Anaconda regime, they never had a budget. So they floated what we call infrastructure bond in the Nairobi Stock Exchange to the private investors, namely the County Pension Fund, Kenya Commercial Bank, that is Tier 1, without forgetting the national insurance companies. We were not able to access the listing of these people who bought the shares from the bond we call infrastructure bond because they adopt what we call restrictive market listing. Hawatoi majina ya watu. So unlike bullet bond ya Abdullahi Wade Stadium, which I've told you earlier, they are going to use the traditional financing system. You pay by the interest rate, and then at the end of it you pay the principal amount. But this one for Kenya is what we call infrastructure asset backed security, IABS. So this is how it works. First of all, the Kenyan government has already raised the 47 billion. This money, once it has been raised, will be given to Chinese Road Bridge Corporation, that is CRBC, which is the contractor, and Kenya Defense Force at the rate of 3.8 billion Kenya shillings twice a year. Every January 8 and every year July 8 twice. And then the other money that is going now to pay back the investors who bought the fund, who bought the bond, which will mature by 2040, is divided into 30 installments. 30.